Well, the Clippers game was a tremendous amount of fun.
That is very true. That was a lot. That one was memorable.
That was one we won't forget. Just simply amazing. So I just had to tell him how much he means to this team.
And we finally get the first points of the game, courtesy of Satoransky. Carter Jr. with the spin and the finish. Second year out of Duke. I find it interesting, Jim, by the way, as I was prepping for this game tonight. Beasley, corner three, and the Timberwolves take the lead. You haven't seen your team fully constituted. You have seen a lot of Kobe White, though. He's been fantastic off the bench for Chicago.
Had a great month of February, averaged 20 a game. Satoransky's been probably their most consistent player this year, other than Zach LaVine. Zach's been the most productive player.
Johnson scoops it over to Hernan Gomez, who's able to get it to go. Wanted a foul call. Part of the 15-16 season.
Yeah, was traded to the Brooklyn Nets for a first-round pick.
Well, for Kevin Garnett.
For Kevin Garnett, too, yeah.
Scoop there by Johnson. Timberwolves have hit 5 of their last 6 shots after an 0-for-4 start. Kobe White will step back in the mid-range, but he hits the mid-range there. Thad Young gives it up to Kobe White, and he hits the corner three. It's near a career high from downtown this season, shooting just under 37%. McLaughlin and Jordan continues his onslaught. He was fantastic last night. Downright awful at the free throw line in that game. How about the three there out of Arcidiacono? Well, what a move by Kobe White. Great move. 10-cent finish. Russell the other way. And maybe that's the sequence that'll get things going here for Minnesota. Only the second turnover tonight for Chicago. Culver, baseline drive. No. Naz, yes.
But Naz Reid has led Minnesota in offensive rebounds since the trade deadline.
Young the kick out. Arcidiacono, no. Thad Young, yes.
20 points for the Bulls bench already. Thad Young and Kobe White have been huge.
Keelan Martin wide open
so
for the
nice
three.
To see him hit one. Full play, extra play, kind of plays that Josh Okogie gives you.
Russell, and the Timberwolves have made 4 straight triples to come back from 13 down and tie this thing up.
Big fan of Denzel Valentine. I saw him play a lot of college basketball at Michigan State. He's a winner.
Naz Reid gets it to roll in.
Got that one to go.
An impressive run by him, though. And Markkanen able to put the Bulls back in front.
Karl Anthony Towns had 40 that game.
Markkanen offline. Offensive rebound by Felicio, and then they work it inside to Markkanen. McLaughlin splits the double team. Shot clock down to 3. Culver gets to the rack, kisses it off reverse.
We need to do a montage of.
It's about his size, Jim. He's learned a way to be able to take advantage of that.
He just operates in tight spaces so well.
Valentine open for 3, and Jared Culver got there a little bit too late. How about the stick-to-itiveness there? It looked like he was going to pull it out, and then said, I'll take the points. And then another steal as Johnson pokes it free. Johnson gets paid with the alley-oop step. Percentage not quite what it was last night, but pretty solid. Carter Jr. just beyond the free throw line drills that.
Second half, and especially the fourth quarter, Minnesota gang rebounded. I always talk about rebounding all 5. The guards have had to go rebound as D'Lo knocks down that triple.
And it's been nice to see because they were really looking at some rebounding deficits prior to the last 2 games. Hernan Gomez gets it back to a 1-point game. Markkanen couldn't handle the pass. Wolves looking to get it up the floor quickly. Russell behind the back. Beasley for the stuff. Okogie, kick out, extra pass. Beasley wide open in the corner, was waiting all day for it.
Just so unselfish. Kept it moving for Malik. Malik keeps it moving for Juancho, and good things happen.
Markkanen answers right back for Chicago.
Lauri Markkanen is one of those guys that you're not going to really think about as being tied to Minnesota, but we will.
Okogie drills a three, and the Timberwolves back on top.
Bang, bang.
Gives you some options.
Yeah.
How about that ball movement to set up Beasley?
John Krasinski wrote a great article today in The Athletic about Mason Doherty that was very, very well done. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. As Nas knocks down the corner three, just tugs at your heartstring, and it's what athletics are all about.
Reed, what a pass.
Nas is a great passer, man. Shows you the growth of this young man, because he would have drawn a foul before. He's sliding his feet now.
Kobe White gets it over to Thad Young off the turnover.
Good defense by James Johnson.
Really good defense. Beasley on the leak out. Malik able to finish.
Transition game.
Beasley leads all scorers in this game with 17. Culver, oh, I didn't know if it was going to go. It finally did.
Had some nice English on that. He just overwhelmed Arcidiacono.
Kobe White with the shot clock getting low. And White able to get a shot for himself.
We've seen D'Angelo Russell, so it isn't like we're surprised by it, but it's one of the things that is good about his makeup is Jarrett Culver drains a long three. My goodness, he can throw over the top of defenders and get it out.
He's got such great vision, too, such creativity.
No doubt.
McLaughlin.
How about that stop and start?
There's nothing he can't do.
I love seeing guards get in there and rebound.
Reed wide open, and Nas drills it.
Just a beautiful throwback that time.
It's their 10th made triple of the game. Lay him in. Set up beautifully by D'Lo.
40 attempt mark broken last night in New Orleans.
But they're back on that pace here tonight.
Man, I'm just so impressed.
Valentine. Back-to-back buckets by Denzel Valentine. Markkanen hurries it up the floor, able to kiss it in, and it's back to a 6-point game. Ryan Saunders wants a timeout. Dave Benz, Jim Peterson, Marty Gellner, and our Fox Sports North crew with you. Glad to have you aboard as the Timberwolves homestand, and Jordan McLaughlin making himself at home.
He tried telling me and Marty Gellner he didn't know how high he jumped, didn't know what his vertical jump was.
James Johnson.
Go ahead, JJ. 2 years, to be able to score almost 1,000 points in college in 2 years is pretty amazing. How about that pass?
How about that finish? White. Nice defense by Beasley, though. He forced White into a really long, difficult two.
I'm telling you.
Timberwolves are a couple of good possessions on both ends of the floor from putting this thing to rest. Hernan Gomez.
Heck of a finish.
What a cut. And what a feed.
Man, James Johnson, if you're on a really good team and you have this opportunity and you make the most of it, but D'Angelo Russell, that was deep.
The Timberwolves can't sweep this homestand.
Yeah, you're right.
Off the turnover, Chicago able to get a couple of points. It's back to a 7-point game. Chicago still having a reasonable chance. They turn it over, and it rattles in for Harrison. It's a 5-point game. And that will do it here in downtown Minneapolis. The Timberwolves, for the first time since January 2nd and 5th, have won back-to-back games.